Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Okay, so while I'm on the whole blackity black train, there's one more thing about us black folks that I wanna address. Now, what I do now is step out of Hollywood and I step into the world of the real and politics. And when I step here, I want to ask my black folks something that probably hasn't been asked in a very long time, and I ask in a very sincere fashion. What have Democrats done for you? I have to know this. I spoke earlier on Hollywood and The Woman King being written by a couple of white women. And I bring that up to say, I'll bring that up now to say that what is it about the white liberals that make y'all think that they are our friends? I am dead fucking serious. Malcolm X warned us about this nonsense years ago. I'm going to play a snippet of an interview where this woman asked Malcolm X a question. And when you listen, I want you to listen to the person asking the question. Y'all can tell what kind of woman this is. Check it out.
This young lady right there.
I'd like to make a comment to Mr. Malcolm. Now, you're right, of course, the black people are in the worst. They have had the worst treatment. But isn't it also possible that if the white people, the poor people, the people down in my neighborhood, the white people, those that don't work, those that are on welfare, those that have nothing, if they got together too, and you help us, we'll help you. You help us get up there. You help us get rid of some of these people that are pressing down on us.
No, I say you should be just as active in your neighborhood as you have been in our neighborhood.
I know y'all heard that Karen tone, didn't you? Oh, y'all heard it. Y'all heard all that Karen. But did you also hear what Malcolm X said? Be just as busy in your community as you are in ours. Malcolm X will go on later to say that one of the worst things that happened to the black movement are white liberals. Because the only people that can fix black folks' problems are black folks. You see, in The Woman King, I'm pretty sure that they came to black people and told them, ooh, we have this story just for you. We did this just for you. No, I'm not a fucking kid. You don't have to do this just for me. You don't have to do shit for me. See, if you really want to be helpful, see, help comes when you ask for it. Anytime that they come with this bullshit, oh, we're doing it just to help. At the end of the day, partner, it ain't help. It's political pandering. And they pander to us more than anybody else. Oh, they pander. The Democrats pander to us black folks. And they pander hard. I've done this before, and I'm going to do it again right now. And I want you to listen to what Malcolm X said again about black folks and how we are used in politics.
In this crooked game of power politics here in America, the Negro, namely the race problem, civil rights issue, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives, either to get into power or to retain power. Among whites here in America, the political teams are no longer divided into Democrats and Republicans. The whites who are now struggling for control of the American political throne are divided into liberal and conservative camps. The white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than the conservative. Both want power, but the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. And by winning the friendship and support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or a weapon in this political football game that is constantly raging between the white liberals and the white conservatives. The American Negro is nothing but a political football, and the white liberals control this ball through tricks, or tokenism. In this game of deceiving and using the American Negro, the white liberals have complete cooperation of the Negro civil rights leader, who sell our people out for a few crumbs of token recognition, token gains, token progress.
You see, that is exactly how we're used. So y'all thought Trump was crazy when he said, vote for me, what do you have to lose? And he was right in saying that, because what have we gained outside of Bill Clinton by giving our blind devotion to the Democratic Party? What have we gotten? They spread more divisiveness than y'all so-called ideological enemies, the Republicans. Who are the ones constantly telling us that we are oppressed? Who are the ones constantly telling us that we are victims? Hell, if you want to go back in history, it was the Democrats that started the KKK. It was the Democrats that wanted to keep the slaves. You know, since y'all so woke, y'all supposed to know that part, right? Since y'all are so woke, my brother, since you know your history, my brother, you better look at who the real enemy is. Because I know you heard Malcolm X from his experience from what I just played for you a moment ago. Malcolm X was not a friend to either one, but he gave more credence to the Republicans because in his time, at least the Republicans, from his perspective, and you have to take what he says from his time where he was at that point in his life and what he saw. Republicans were the people that were honest with you. If they didn't like you, they told you to your face. It is 2022. Democrats can't stand us and still try to convince us that they are our friends. When Malcolm X said they give us little token jobs here and there, I keep thinking of, boy, look at what he didn't even know it, but look at what diversity is now. So much so, the Democrats have gotten us to the point where when they give us something, it's okay. But if a black person goes out and earns it with the Republican / the white man / the ideological enemy, those are considered Uncle Toms. See, the black folks that go earn a spot, earn respect, y'all call them Uncle Toms. Yeah, y'all are giving y'all handouts for being, here's a good little boy, you're being a good little girl, you sticking to all the talking points, you hyping up our bullshit. Here you go, here's a treat for you. No, you're the ones that's being honest and holding it down, being true, huh? Do you think that it's a coincidence that there was 2 white women that wanted to rewrite history with that movie, The Woman King? Hundreds of different tribes were in Africa. Yet they found a tribe that was based on warmongering and slave traders, turned them into heroes, and banked on the ignorance of y'all Negroes to play a role in their bullshit propaganda. And you did. I've always heard coming up, back in the 70s and 80s, they said it, and I see it more true now than ever before as it pertains to the white liberal. The most dangerous thing to a white liberal is an educated black person, because we see through their bullshit. Ben Carson saw through their bullshit. As much as y'all talk about Clarence Thomas, he sees through the bullshit. So who's really awake? Who's really woke? I'll give you another one. Let me ask y'all this. When has it ever been acceptable to kneel in protest of something? I've never heard that bullshit before Colin Kaepernick did it. Kneeling is a protest? Again, when I was coming up, there was a very strong phrase among the black people when it came to fighting for our civil rights. And that was, I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees. But yet, we've taken kneeling as a form of protest. You go throughout history, the history of mankind, the history of the world, you only kneeled on 2 circumstances. Circumstance number 1 was to honor and respect something. You kneeled before the king. You kneeled when a soldier had died. You kneeled in honor and respect of something. The other time was you kneeled to surrender. But yet, Colin Kaepernick turned it into a form of protest at the Olympics. Did those black men kneel, or did they put their fist up in the air to show power and strength and pride? Oh, okay. So you're probably wondering, well, why does Colin, what are we getting kneeling from? I am so glad that you asked that question. You see, when Colin Kaepernick was sitting his pouting ass on a bench because he wasn't starting, and let that be the real reason. He wasn't protesting police brutality or injustice. That sorry sack of shit was mad because he lost his starting job. That was his way of pouting, and it turned into something else when a reporter noticed it. So then the hoopla became, oh, he's disrespecting the anthem. So he got with a Navy SEAL, and the Navy SEAL listened to him. They came up with a way, well, how can I do this where people won't think I'm being disrespectful and I won't get this backlash? The Navy SEAL told him to kneel. A white man, a white Navy SEAL told him that the way you can protest what's going on in America is to take a knee. I want y'all to think about that again. The Woman King, 2 white women, conned black people into believing an absolute lie. A Navy SEAL, a military man who knows what kneeling is in all its forms, convinced a black man that's the best way to protest. As I said before, most of y'all black activists, Black Lives Matter, blackity black, are folks that simply have the white man's hand stuck up your ass and they're moving their mouth for you. Because even the almighty pro Whoopi Goldberg, oh, I'm black. Hey, Whoopi, who hired you? What, Barbara Walters? Oh, hey, isn't that Barbara Walters' show? Hey, Whoopi, if you so strong about being blackity black, then walk off the set. Talk to Oprah. Let her give you a talk show. Talk to Tyler Perry. Let him make you a talk show. Because as much you talk about white folks this and why white folk, didn't you date Ted Danson for a while? Oh, so you dated a white person, hired by a white person, worked for a white person, but you gonna try to tell us what being black really is? Shut the fuck up. And I say that from the bottom of my heart to all you pro-black, blackity black, ignorant black sons of bitches. Simply shut the fuck up.
Man, we gonna stop it right there. You can catch the rest of that conversation on our Free Mind Thinkers podcast, which you can listen to wherever you listen to any of your favorite podcasts. We are on Amazon Music, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. So give us a listen there. If you like what you heard, then tell the world. Share, like the vid. If you have something to say, then please, we encourage everyone, drop a comment. Let us know what's on your mind. And you can find us all over social media. You can find our videos on BitChute, Odyssey, and YouTube. You can communicate with us through our various communication social media site platforms like Twitter, Rumble, Getter, Minds, Gab. Wherever you want to let your free mind thoughts flow, you'll find the Free Mind Thinkers. Plus, we are now setting up our locals page, which will soon load exclusive content for all those that become members. So stay tuned. Things are going to get greater. Y'all take it light. Remember to listen less, learn more.